I'm definitely here for fine-tuning. And the word momentum has been incredible for me within the last month.
It's our favorite new word. It's not a new word, but in the application of law of attraction, it is powerful understanding. Yes.
Incredible understanding. And I find that doing the processes of meditation, making lists of more positive aspects, it's been creating an incredible momentum within me that's been accelerating manifestations almost every day.
There are two things that increase momentum. Can you think about what they are? One is the absence of an opposing vibration will increase momentum unwanted. In other words, when you take the brakes off or put your car in neutral on the top of the hill, momentum will carry it. The other is attention to something. So momentum works to your advantage and to your disadvantage. If you are feeling really good about something, more attention, like making lists of positive aspects or rampaging appreciation, that increases momentum, and that's a really good thing. But if you're worried about something and you give your attention to it, that increases momentum of unwanted, and that's not such a good thing. So you want to let law of attraction help you with your momentum in speeding it toward things wanted and slowing it toward things unwanted. We're going to just throw something in and then we'll listen to you. Momentum is really easy to stop in the early stages and impossible to stop in the later stages. In other words, it's why we like our favorite story. You don't like it as much as we do, but we have a broader view of your life. You've fallen out of an airplane. You tell us, Abraham, I've fallen out of an airplane. I have no parachute. What do you suggest I do? And we say, hang on, it'll be over in a little bit. Because momentum has a lot to do with what's going to happen next. That momentum is hard to stop.
I actually love that story. And that phrase has helped me quite a lot, because I've noticed in times when I've created a momentum in another direction, that voice comes in and says, don't worry, it'll be over soon. And then underneath, I know that no matter what, I'm going to be okay.
Yeah.
And it starts to move and starts to shift pretty quickly.
So let's say that you've got some momentum going, and it's not momentum you want to have going.
Right.
But it's difficult not to keep it going because you're observing unwanted things because they're in your face. And the more you observe them, the more law of attraction brings you more like them, so the momentum really gets going. So how do you get out of it? Abraham, if you're telling us that once momentum gets underway, that there's really no way to really stop it once it gets underway, then what should I do? And we say we really mean it. Hang on, because it will be over when you are distracted from it. So the question is, what's it going to take to distract you from it? Well, usually not much will distract you from it while you're in the middle of it because you're giving attention to everything that's happening. But eventually you will sleep, and that will distract you. And when you wake up, you have a better probability of starting a momentum more to your liking. You often don't, though. You often pick it up right where you left it because you have memories. So the key is sleep, then lobotomy, then wake up, which is sort of what you do when you really do fall out of an airplane. You have a nice sleep and then you wake up and you don't remember. You have a whole different set of vibrational things going on. That was extreme, wasn't it? Yes.
Well, the idea of more is really attractive. And
more of everything?
Everything. But really the feeling.
More of everything?
Everything. Well,
more
not that, yeah. I've wanted things. Yes. Thank you. And the feelings about
because
them.
law of attraction feels that way about you. We will give you more of everything you focus upon, wanted or unwanted. There's no discriminating. Law of attraction doesn't say, oh, we know he doesn't really want that. Let's hold back on that. Law of attraction is responding to your vibration. So we are nitpicking, but when you say more, we know that you mean more of wanted.
Yeah.
It's sort of hard to get momentum going the way we interrupt, isn't it?
No, it's actually, you're feeding it. So it's great. It's great because it's feeding an energy.
Well, let's talk for a little bit about the momentum, because when you give your attention to something and you maintain your attention to it for as little as 17 seconds, momentum begins, because another thought like it will join it, and now there's more momentum. Do it again, more. Do it again, more. By the time you cross that 68-second mark, which is 17 4 times, you have enough momentum going that it's most likely going to play out with some sort of obvious result or response. That's not much time, is it? 68 seconds gets momentum going. So we're going to insert one more momentum story, and then we'll talk about the details of what you want to talk about. Imagine yourself at the top of the hill. You're in San Francisco. You have your car there. It's in neutral. The parking brake isn't on. It's perched right on the top of the hill. And you're interested in understanding momentum, so you just give it a little nudge. And then, as it begins to roll forward, you realize the potential of what could happen as you look down at the bay at the bottom of the hill. And so this is the beginning of the momentum. So you just step right out in front of your car and let it bump up against you, and all is well. You've stopped the unwanted momentum of your car rolling into the bay. It was easy. It's easy to understand that, isn't it? If any of you have pushed a car, you know exactly what we're talking about. But if that car were rolling down the hill before you realized that you wanted to stop the momentum, so you're at the bottom of the hill, not such a good idea. That car's going to take you right into the bay with it. So when you understand that momentum is your friend, just as law of attraction is, but you learn to use it to your advantage by being aware of how you feel in the early stages of things getting going. So the key to deliberate creation is understanding that momentum is a fact of your experience, and that you have control over the momentum in the early stages of it, but not afterward. And then you begin to apply your thought in the early stages. It's what we are recently calling getting out ahead of the manifestation. If you wait until so much momentum has taken place that there is manifestation around it, it's more difficult. But if you catch your unwanted thoughts by recognizing the discord because of the emotion that you're feeling, you can change that thought easily.